I can break an apple in half with my bare hands.
David's team.
What is your technique?
I take it in the hands.
Yes. Are your hands bare at this point?
Of course they're bare.
Yes.
Friction's very much part of this this equation. You must pull it, I'm going to say east to west. A lot of people think you need to twist. You don't need to twist.
You don't need to twist.
Really?
You just
don't need to
pull apart.
Pull it apart.
How do you get the
Pull the
grip?
apple apart.
Won't your hands just slide away from it? I'd have thought you'd need to twist.
If you twist, you fail. Twisting equals tears.
So you just grip the apple in your hands and then fling them apart, and you have 2 half apples.
No, I rip it apart.
Yeah.
The way you were miming it then, there's like downward pressure from the thumbs, almost as if you're trying to open it like a book.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like? Because I can believe that more than the just grip, bang!
Yes. No, David, that's fair enough. Yes.
It's just you're almost like you insert.
Oh, but I so wish it was bang. It's not.
No, you're inserting the thumbs to try and pull it apart that way.
No insertion.
All right.
No,
But
that's
downward
the grip.
pressure.
Downward pressure. And there it is.
So where are the thumbs? Are the thumbs either side of the stalk?
You know where the thumbs are, David.
Where are the thumbs either side of the stalk?
Yes.
No insertion or penetration. Just
No, absolutely not. No, the thumbs are used for gripping, not for ripping. That's what I was taught. And if you remember that...
The system comes with a catchphrase.
If you can remember that, you too will be parting apples.
How long have you done this for?
I have done it for a long time. What I used to do to entertain was I used to take hard-boiled eggs, peel them, I still do it, and I could take the shell off in one. And you actually peel the membrane rather than trying to... Don't be all rough-handed and don't, take your time. Off it comes bang.
And when did you...
That's the correct way to present. With an apple, it's this.
When did you first discover that you could do the apple? How did it come about? How did it come to be?
I can't remember the first time I did it. I can remember the feeling. But I can't remember the first time I did it.
What was the feeling?
The feeling was magnificent.
Right, David, is that the truth?
I don't think so, but it could be. Can we leave it at that?
Yeah, that's fine. OK, on to the next round. No, we can't.
I agree with that. I'd love to see him... I hope it's true, because then they'll make him do it.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see it.
Yeah. If it's not true,
Make
will
him
they
do
make
it
him
anyway.
try?
So what's it going to be?
Oh, I really want it to be true, but it isn't true, I don't think.
You can't pull an apple apart, can you?
You can't just rip it in half. I so want you to be able to.
If you and I can't, sure.
And I can't.
I've never tried.
Have you ever tried?
If I had an apple here, and I could have a
Yes,
few
but I think
goes.
if those two can't do it, David, with the greatest respect, it's highly unlikely you're going to pull it off.
Tremendously, frighteningly strong hands, as I found out to my own cost.
So
you think it's a lie, then?
I'm afraid I do,
OK,
yeah.
well, I'll go with the Giants.
You're going to say it's a lie? All right, you're saying it's a lie. Bob, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Yes. Well, guess what I've got under the desk? My trusty box of apples. It's a proper apple. Ready,
Yes.
Bob?
It's a big one.
Thank you. Not you, him.
Does your husband play cricket?
I love that sort of thing. Where shall I do it?
I really hope he can't do it. Yeah!
Whoa!
I once helped a famous footballer with his cheese selection.
David's team.
What was the cheese? I don't remember any of this. No idea. did.
Who was the footballer?
It was the famous one.
Which famous one?
He played for the big club. Where are you from, Mack?
Manchester.
Manchester player.
Right, which one?
Edin Dzeko.
Right, OK.
When was this?
It was about 10 years ago. Is that still how we measure the passage of time? Yeah.
What was the circumstance, Bob? Where were you?
Manchester.
Oh, you're in Manchester?
I was in Manchester, yeah. I was there for a meeting with some old friends of mine. Tony Holdall and Jerry Haversack. They had a little double act together called the Carrier Bags. Tony, very small man, on account of his height, had the nickname Shetland Tony. And I was too early for the meeting.
Right.
So I thought I'll go to the nice supermarket and get some car cheese.
Car cheese.
Cheese to eat in the car.
Car cheese.
In Manchester, Booths.
The Waitrose of the North.
Yeah. And they have a cheese counter, Jamelia, and a man is such a small man
Yeah.
that he'd written on his palm, it said hi on one palm, and it said cheese, question mark. So, anyway, yeah. So, that was buying some cheese to eat in my car.
Which Shetland Tony have towered over this guy?
Well, it might have been his dad. I don't remember the cheese, man.
OK.
What about Eddie Dzeko? When did he appear?
Edin.
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 Edin. Bang. Edin the ball. Right.
Snake, kick, head. So I saw him, and he's concentrating on, like, you know, the airy foods, you know, like Rice Krispies, crumpets, cheese puffs.
In the shop, you're following through a section where the food is grouped sort of according to the aesthetic of its structure.
No, I just noticed that he was ferreting around for that type category of food.
Oh, in every area, in the chocolate area, it's aero. The cheese area, it's Swiss cheese. The cake area, it's the sponge. So this guy, you analyse, wants food with holes in it.
Exactly. Because I did stand next to him very closely, and he picked up some luncheon meat, and he said, far too dense. Far too dense.
To who?
He's from Bosnia.
So he was talking to himself in English, though, not in his native language. Is he Bosnian?
He is Bosnian,
He's
yeah.
Bosnian.
He's
Well, that's
Bosnian,
not-
but fluent in 5 languages.
Yeah, but it's still his most natural language for him to talk to himself in wouldn't be English, would it?
See, German used to be the language for engineering and science way back.
Yeah.
And English was always the language of research. And he was researching the food. Anyway, John.
Had it been like a new species of flower, he'd have spoken in Latin.
So what happened next?
I arrived at the cheese counter and I ordered some red Leicester. Dzeko appeared and he asked me what cheese I'd bought and would I recommend it. I said to him it was red Leicester, yeah? Yes. And he asked the man if he could try a bit of the red Leicester. The man put up his hands, yeah, sure. He didn't.
Yeah.
The man gave him a bit of red Leicester and he looked at me and he said something in the area of Krashinovse.
What?
Krashinovse.
You've learnt now that he spoke to himself in his own language.
So I looked her up afterwards, and it actually meant whoops-a-daisy.
Jamelia, what are you thinking?
I just think there's too many holes in the story. I just I loved it, but there's just no chance that is true. Or it's the most
I'm going to
fantastic
stop
double
you
bluff.
there.
Oh.
One thing I will promise you is that it might be true. It's definitely he's referring to a shop he knows.
Yes.
Where cheese could plausibly be bought.
Yes.
And he's selected a footballer who lives in that city.
Okay.
There's plausibility there, but on the other hand, he's surrounded, that core of plausibility, with a lot of nonsense. And but then he says, oh, no, that bit's not true.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just decoration around what is the thing he's decorating,
Oh, so you think
true
it's like...
or false?
That's actually quite a good tactic, isn't it?
I think it might be true.
Oh.
And the bit I found most plausible... but then, of course...
David, it is now time to decide.
True. True?
A lie, come on.
True, we're going true. One true, one lie, we're going true. Okay. There we go, and it'll be over soon.
You're saying it's true? OK.
Yes.
Bob, was it true or was it a lie?
I was telling the truth.
I have told my children that every time they lie, a puppy dies somewhere.
Now you've used this line on the children, has it actually stopped them from lying?
Well, it certainly seems to have done.
Yeah.
Because they do care about puppies.
Yes.
That's a bit of a relief, actually, that you're saying that didn't result in your children telling loads and loads of lies and getting excited by the prospect of puppy death. It's heartening on that level.
No,
I don't have sadistic children.
But it's also bad advice, because what if a dog goes to attack them and they tell a lie and the dog still gets them?
Actually...
That's the nearest. The nearest dog will die.
So you just... Well, statistically, you'd hope via osmosis the lie will kill...
Essentially, tell the lie, dog death spreads out from you till it finds a dog, the dog dies, and then the wave of dog death stops.
Can I just ask Joe, why a puppy and not a kitten?
She's not sick.
It was a difficult decision to make. It was a toss-up between a kitten, a puppy, and their dad. And kind of puppies are the sweetest.
What is your verdict?
My team say true.
You're saying true, yeah? OK, so, Joe, is it true?
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
The other day, I gave my daughter £10 to pass me a bottle of wine from the fridge because I couldn't be bothered to get up from the kitchen table.
David's team.
How far from the fridge are you?
About 3 metres.
And was your daughter in the room as well, or did you text her?
No, she was down on the coast. No, she was in the room.
And what were you doing in the room?
Just starting to get withdrawal symptoms.
What time of day was it? Breakfast?
No, it was respectable.
Respectable?
About 4.
4?
Oh, OK.
So, describe the conversation.
I said, oh, I really fancy a glass of wine. And so my daughter just looked at me like, well, go and get one, you old hag. And she's a bit arsey, to be honest. I don't know where that came from. She's like my husband. And,
How old is she, Joe?
She's 22.
Talk us through the payment process. How did you come to the £10?
So we worked our way up. We went through kind of £3, then to a £5.
And then when it got to £10, she went and quietly got the wine.
And that's why I've got a Scottish £10 note saved.
And was it red or white, Joe?
Red.
So why was it in the fridge, you barbarian?
You can get chilled red wine.
Because I like it that way. I keep white wine in the oven, obviously.
So, what are you thinking, then?
I think you don't keep red wine in the fridge.
During some red wines, you chill.
Was
you
it-
barbarian.
Yes, was it that sort of red wine?
I've absolutely no idea, David.
We're going to go lie.
They're saying it's a lie.
That's all
Joe,
I'm
was
saying.
it a lie or were you telling the truth?
It was a lie.
I once buried a badger with the banker from Deal or No Deal.
Please, team.
I know the programme, but who is that? Who is the banker? We never hear the banker, do we?
No, I'm not allowed to tell. If I told you, I would have to bury you alongside the badger, I'm afraid.
Oh, so the badger found out. Is that what happened to him?
What's burying the
It's a
badger a euphemism for? This banker, can you describe him to me, please?
Yes, I could do. He's just a guy, like you and I. Somewhere in between.
Well,
you
which
and
one
I.
is it?
Somewhere in the middle.
Why do you know the guy from...
I know that way back when I used to be the producer of Deal or No Deal.
Right, and what's his name?
He is called The Banker.
No, what's his real name?
I can't tell you what his real name is.
It's on the credits of the show. Tell us.
What does it say on the credits of the show?
It says The Banker as himself.
Why was the badger dead?
Yeah.
We hit it with a car, unfortunately.
What were you doing in the car with him?
About 70. No. We were on holiday together.
Where were you on holiday?
Badger Country, Cornwall.
Was Edmonds there? Sorry, I'm not part of this, am I? Sorry.
It's a good question, though, Greg. Was Noel there?
No, it was a holiday.
Before you buried the badger, did we put him in a box and then there was loads of other empty boxes? And then you stood there and you had to choose which box it was. Dead squirrel, wrong box.
I think it's very sad that the badger died and everything.
Yes.
But why was so much trouble to dig the grave?
Because the banker's wife was with us.
Oh, can you tell us her name, or does she work for, the Iranian government?
What is the name of the banker? Was this during the day or of the evening?
It was late at night.
Had you had a few...
I had a few, yeah.
So you went and got
Were you driving then?
No, I wasn't driving.
Who was driving?
If he's not going to say the name of the banker of Deal or Deal, he's not going on national television go, I was driving, I was mullered.
I say badger, I mean none.
And then what?
The banker's wife then says we should bury it.
The banker's wife. It sounded like Cluedo, this. Go on.
To which the obvious answer is we're not going to bury it. It's 2 in the morning.
Right.
It's really cold and it's dark.
What's happened then?
So the badger is dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Sad occasion. I'm not underestimating the sadness of it. And there's probably a badger wife and badger children at home, so that's...
Are you not allowed to say their names either?
So you checked the gender of the badger, then? You know it was a male badger? Or a female badger in a same-sex relationship who've adopted a small badger, perhaps an orphaned badger without a home, in need of rest?
Wildly overestimating the sophistication of the badger community.
But what happens next?
We went back, got spades.
Yeah.
Went back to where the badger lay prone, buried it, said a few words.
What did you say?
Just said, Lord, protect this badger. Or worse to that effect.
If only you'd have said it an hour earlier. So go on, Lord, protect this badger.
I think I said a few words about the family of the badger and gave some words
Tell
of
us
apology.
the word. I want the words.
I apologise to the family of this badger, wherever they may be, because I'm guessing they're nearby.
Yeah.
Put some stones on it. Went back home, started drinking again.
So, Lee, what's it going to be?
Yeah.
Truth or lie?
Oh, I think it's true, Lee.
Bob thinks it's true.
You think it's true? Yeah.
Patsy?
I don't believe the badger bit. I think the badger bit...
That's quite essential to the story. But everything else you believe.
I believe he knows the banker.
Right.
I think he knows the banker's wife.
Well, there's your answer. There's your answer. We think it's true, apart from the badger bit.
OK. Lee, it's time to make your mind
it's
up.
true. It's true.
You're saying it's true. Richard, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth. 2 years ago, after losing my keys at a fancy dress party, I had to break into my house while dressed as Darth Vader.
Lee's truth.
Ooh, OK. I want to know about the costume. Was it a good one?
It wasn't bad, actually. It was from a shop. It wasn't homemade.
Right.
There's not many things I can do as fancy dress. I can do Frankenstein, and I can do Darth Vader, or I can do 2 children standing on each other's shoulders wearing a raincoat.
How did you get in?
Do you know the bathroom window on the ground floor?
No, I don't know the house.
Well, there, essentially.
What, you squeezed in, through a bathroom window?
You know what, Rob? I used the force.
You used a hell of a force. So what? Not the little window. You mean the whole big bathroom window?
It's a sash window, yeah. And I've done it before. I went under it with a little piece of metal that's by the bins. It's an old school ruler, which I've always kept there.
A school ruler of Herculean strength, then, I should think.
No, you know the metal ones, like technical drawing.
OK.
By the way, it's no longer there now if anyone does go round to my house.
And what about the party now? Which other characters? Were there any other Star Wars characters at the party?
Yeah, and this is genuinely true. Someone else at the party was a Darth Vader, but in...
But you towered over him. He would have felt like a pathetic Vaderette.
Was he
how enfeebling to be the small Vader at a party?
Was he smaller than you?
Take a wild guess, Lee.
What about the voice? Did you attempt to do it for fun at the party? Could you give us a demonstration?
Okay, yeah, of course I could. So I would say, for example, I know what Luke Skywalker got for Christmas. He got a Sabutio.
Was he doubling as a minicab driver?
He got a jigsaw puzzle. And he got a football. And everyone would say, how do you know that? And I would say, I have felt his presence.
What do you think, Pam?
I have a sneaking feeling that it is true, actually. You know, being shut out of your house isn't that unusual, so I think it's true.
I just don't think you've got a ruler by the bins.
I mean, a man who puts a ruler by a bin puts a key under a brick first, doesn't he? You know what I mean?
Not necessarily, because the key thing about the ruler by the bins is that it's knack needed. A key is no knack needed.
Yeah, Are you speaking English?
No. Yes, yeah. People underestimate the protective power of a knack. If you need a knack to get in, then essentially the means of getting in can be available because the burglars won't have the knack.
Yeah, unless they steal it and then it's a knick-knack.
Right, what's it going to be?
We'll say it's a lie.
You can say it's a lie. OK, Richard, Darth Vader through the bathroom window. Truth or lie?
It was, sorry, Pam, a lie.
When I present a show for the first time, I like to wear red underwear.
David's team, what do you think?
People were genuinely moved by that. Why?
Red is a colour synonymous with luck and fortune, with the Chinese, anyway. And I...
Right.
You must know what superstitions...
I don't follow superstitions.
You should. You'd be really good, then. The Chinese, this Chinese thing with red, none of you looked like you had any recognition of that. I thought this was quite well known.
No, I associate red with sort of communism and... and the colour bits of the map are painted during the glory days of the British Empire.
The Chinese do get married in red,
They do.
But you're not Chinese. Why do you find that the need to go for a Chinese custom?
Yeah, what's wrong with our luck? What's wrong with a nice horseshoe or something? You have to go for Chinese luck. That's better luck. Alternative luck. Nothing wrong. Good conventional luck. An operation, not acupuncture.
I'm not sure if there are actually any colours synonymous with luck in the UK. I'm not really sure.
Why don't you stick two magpies in your bra? Bad luck.
I do actually say, if I see one magpie, I say, hello, Mr. Magpie, how's your partner? Because you have to say partner. You can't say wife or husband.
Right.
That would be assuming that they have a heterosexual relationship.
So a magpie...
It's political correctness gone mad! David, what do you reckon?
It's very hard. I'm a very indecisive person, as you know, Rob. It's very...
As you know, Rob. That makes it sound like I'm always coming on to and you're always saying I can't make my mind up.
What do you think?
Well, it's a difficult one.
You're the captain, come on. It's your choice.
You want me to show leadership? Oh, Christ. I'm gonna
Can you imagine if he'd have been on your Olympic training team? I can't get to win. Well, just try cycling quicker. I don't know. I can't.
You're saying it's...
I'm saying true.
You're saying it's...
I think it's a lie, but...
On balance, I think it's a lie. So I'm going to say lie.
You're saying that your team consider it a lie, Gabby Logan. Is it a lie or is it the truth?
It is the truth.
The morning after a party at my house, I went down to breakfast to find Harry Redknapp asleep in our utility room.
Yeah, that's happened to me as well. Please tell me Harry was invited.
He was invited.
He was there the night before?
Yes, he was at the party, yes.
Right. And what was Harry sleeping on in your utility room?
So, we've got dogs.
You what, sleeping on the dogs?
Sleeping on the dogs.
That's outrageous.
So, we have dog baskets. Not those, like, hard dog
I know what you mean.
baskets, but soft dog. He wasn't supposed to be sleeping there.
No.
He'd lost his way during the night. And
Right.
the utility room is off the kitchen, which has got a bit of a snug in it. And so he maintained that he thought he'd gone back into the snug.
Right.
And he'd sat down. And they looked very inviting, the dog baskets, but, yeah.
And was he with Sandra?
He was with Sandra, of course he was with Sandra.
Were they sleeping together?
They had a room for the night.
In your
and...
house?
Yeah, of
Sandra
course.
was in the cat box.
Yeah.
Was he still dressed in his party clothes?
No, he was in pyjamas.
How did Harry react when he saw you looking down at him?
He was like this and he went, "Oh, I'm sorry, love." And he looked quite shocked.
Is he auditioning for Mary Poppins?
Where were the dogs?
They don't actually sleep in the utility, normally.
They sleep with Sandra, don't they?
And in winter-time, some of the floors are heated, so they go to heat it. We've got an Arga, so they
Now,
keep
that's
sleeping
true.
on the Arga.
The animals do go
You
to
managed to
heated
get in that you've got heated floors and an Arga in one sentence. And a utility room and a spare bedroom for guests. Luckily, Harry didn't fall into the swimming pool late at night.
What are you thinking, Zoo? Does this sound feasible to you?
It's not adding up to me. It's the spare room part that I can't imagine.
You can't believe I've got a spare bedroom.
No, I believe you have a spare bedroom. How many spare rooms do you have?
I'm not going to divulge that information to you.
Quite a few spare rooms,
Quite a few. It's like a hotel.
I think we're focusing on the wrong things.
Yes, that's true.
I don't think the number of bedrooms is relevant. I think what's relevant is whether he ended up in your...
Can I just say, you just said he like you forgot his name then. You have forgot his name, haven't you? Harry Redknapp.
Yes, him. He's, what, 70-something?
Yeah, he's in his mid-70s.
You like your bed when you're...
That's what I'm thinking. Oh,
He
no,
slept in the jungle for 3 weeks.
That's a very good point.
On a travel
Yes,
Yeah, to be fair, though...
he got paid
Yeah,
for
he
that.
wasn't being paid...
All right, what are you going to say, Lee?
Zoo?
I don't believe it. I'm saying it's a lie.
Lie.
Well, then I'll go with these two and say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK. Gabby, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is a lie.
For 3 weeks, I was listed as a missing person by Interpol.
Wow. When did this happen?
In the mid-90s.
Where were you? Had you actually disappeared?
I was in Morocco.
What were you doing there?
I was on a bike ride in Spain.
You were on a bike ride in Spain in Morocco.
Can I have a moment to chat with my client?
What happened was I met someone in Spain on a train. A Moroccan
So hang on,
man.
was this bike ride in Spain happening on the train? Was it was like, because I know that you get those Spanish bike rides on trains in Morocco. It's probably one of those.
No, there was bad weather, and that's why I took the train from the north of Spain to the south of Spain, because apparently, according to the local newspaper, there was better, more agreeable bicycling weather.
How did you then get into Morocco, though?
That is because I met that Moroccan bloke on the train. and...
Which Moroccan bloke? Yeah, does he have a name?
I can't quite remember, but it was Mohammed or something.
Mohammed the Moroccan, you met on the train in Spain.
He asked me if I wanted to join him to go to Morocco. And then I thought, well, I've never been outside Europe. In for penny, in for pound.
So you were picked up by a strange Moroccan on a train and agreed to go back to Morocco with him.
What's the worst that can happen?
How did you find out that you were on the Interpol list?
I realised only once I rang my parents, once I was back in Spain. And I rang my parents, and for them it was like someone found them from beyond the grave.
So why didn't you ring your parents from Morocco?
Because that man, that Mohammed,
You remember Mohammed, don't you?
Yeah.
He was the man on the train.
The Moroccan on the train.
The Moroccan on the train who invited him back to his house.
So and then when I was staying with Mustafa and his family...
From what port did you leave Spain and into which port did you enter Morocco?
Question. Well, we left Spain, if I remember correctly, from Algeciras and went over to Ceuta, which is one of the 2 Spanish enclaves in the north of Morocco. Good answer.
I think you've just clutched victory from the jaws of defeat.
How was it then resolved? How did you end up getting off of the list?
Well, hang on a minute, we're jumping ahead here. What the hell
he's allowed to do that, him, isn't he?
What were you doing? I was travelling with Mohammed.
My client is getting mixed up because at passport control they said you must have a passport. And he's getting a bit mixed up with the names.
I'm curious as to the fact that Interpol has a missing persons list.
Yeah, no, what happened is my parents got involved and they got Interpol involved.
Right.
And I sent a few postcards, one of them, to my friend Mack. And on that postcard I wrote, I've joined the Foreign Legion. Probably see you never again, have a good life or something. And then, Mack, being a quite clever boy, so, OK, with this postcard I can have a lot of fun. I go round Henning's parents and say them something along the lines of, Herr Wehn, Frau Wehn, you might be interested in this.
Sorry, so your friend Mark...
Yes.
...used this postcard to mentally torture your parents. I'll make his parents think he's disappeared forever for a laugh.
Where's German sense of humour?
About this Moroccan chap who we're calling Mohammed?
He hadn't been home for many, many years, and so we couldn't take the boat straight to Morocco. We had to go to one of the Spanish enclaves because he had to collect a suitcase full of books from a cafe in Ceuta.
Why did he have a suitcase full of books?
Because someone left them there for him.
But why books? In a suitcase?
Well, it was back in the mid-90s, people were still reading.
So he went to a cafe in the Spanish enclave of Morocco to collect a suitcase which he told you was full of books.
Well, I suppose a friend of his left them there.
Yes, but
why? I mean, you know what it sometimes is like, isn't it? Like, well, I can't quite think of an example.
But if he could, it would be like that.
Yeah.
This Interpol list that you were on, can you just elaborate on how your parents got you onto it?
Well, they rang the consulate, and they rang all sorts of...
Which consulate?
The German one.
Which German consulate?
Well, the one in Morocco.
They didn't ring the police, they rang the German consulate in Morocco.
Well, that's how you would go about it, wouldn't you? It's no good ringing your local bobby.
And what happens then with the list? Do you just... They have to tell Interpol, stop looking for Henning. We found him.
I suppose so, yeah.
Well, did they? For all we know, they're still looking for you now.
I'm safe!
So what do you think, David? Does any of that have the ring of truth, or has he made all that up?
What do you think, Kirsty?
I think It's so odd and inconsistent and unlikely that it must be true.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards as well.
I think that as well. I think it's true.
Yeah. Henning, was that the truth, or were you telling a lie? Well, this story is true. I once got off a plane moments before takeoff because I couldn't be bothered to go on holiday.
Where were you planning to go on holiday?
I hadn't really planned it through. I was going out India way.
India way?
Goa Airport.
Got it.
And when was this, Henning?
Earlier today.
I love it when Henning's on, because he's always got the subtext of, well, I didn't think people were going to start asking me questions.
A year or two ago. It was just a year or two ago? Yeah.
And the plane was on the tarmac? Was it actually...
Rather than in the air, yes. I didn't say, have you got a parachute for me? How close to takeoff? Had they shut the door,
Well, I
for
wouldn't
example?
know, would I?
I don't know when they were meant to be taking
Well,
off.
the thing
Yes,
is,
you
Henning,
do.
you were there. We weren't there.
But I wasn't there when it took off.
If you check luggage into the hold, I think you're then not allowed, because then you've got an unaccompanied bag.
What are
No,
the
that was
chances
only
he's going to say, yes, I checked luggage into the hold
Oh, I
now?
should have said...
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
great.
Did you check... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well done, QC.
No, I hadn't, because I was only going to India.
Classic hand luggage destination, that, isn't it?
I just thought, what's the point? Lots of people, right record going on their plane already. And I think, do I really want to sit on this for 10 hours to do then the same again in a few weeks' time? To land exactly where I'm now?
So you get off?
Well, the thing was... Listen, I tell you exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. I stayed on the plane, I went to India. This is a lie.
The air stewardess played that really clever. She said, can you stand in the tunnel? So it was just outside where we then walk onto the plane. She said...
Stand out there, they went, quick, close the doors.
And she says to me, have you been standing out here all along? Or had you been on the plane already? I've been standing out here all along. OK, then it's no problem.
Oh, my words. All right. What are we thinking, then? What do you think, Gary?
Well, I've only met Henning today, and I already discern that he's an awkward man. But I 100% think it's true.
What do you think?
I mean, it is quite a big deal to get off a plane when it's that
But
far
if you don't want to
ahead.
go, you don't want to go. What's the point of forcing yourself?
I must say, I think it's true.
Henning, they think it's true. Was that true, or was it, in fact, a lie?
Well, you are spot on. It was a truth.
Oh, possession.
Ah, now, there's a box just behind the stage there, Claudia, if you'd like to get the box.
Hold on, bear with me.
Take out its contents.
OK. In here is my pet cat from when I was little, and my dad had her stuff for me when she died.
Oh.
Here she is.
Can I just pop her on the desk there, Claudia?
Was she run over? Did you want your father to stuff your cat?
No,
once
but
it
I was
died?
so devastated. I was so upset that she died. So my dad, as a present, gave her to me, all stuffed, and she came to my wedding.
Sorry. Came to your wedding?
I think Lee, not of her own accord.
Was she a bridesmaid and came down on a trolley?
No.
Claudia, sorry, can you just remind us again how your poor little cat died?
Yes, well, she got sick.
And were you pleased with this dead cat?
Stuffed cat.
I was very pleased because she's sort of lucky. Like, if you're anyone's
She's
near
lucky?
her...
I would hate to see what happened to the unlucky one. What are we saying?
I want this to be true, because it'll be funny. It'll be funny if it's true.
I just don't believe Claudia, even in Claudia's world, which I love. However, this is a step too far. I just don't believe.
Yeah.
Well,
That's pretty convincing.
Yeah.
What the hell? She looks like a very lovely but slightly unstable woman, and I'm going to say that that's true.
You're saying it's true? OK, Claudia Winkleman. Is it true or is it a lie?
It is indeed a lie.
Oh, what a shame.
For one episode of The Traitors, I gave myself a fake tan using gravy granules.
These two?
Wow. OK, do you have a normal fake tan?
I didn't have it there because I was in the castle, so what I thought was, let's use something.
Was there a brand or a type of gravy?
I don't think I'm allowed to say a brand, but yeah,
Well, 'cause you can't think of one. Was it early on in the record? Was it the first episode?
It was not the first episode. It was, I don't know, like Ep 5, round table.
Fine.
In you go. You know what I mean. You're wearing tweed. What do you need? Correct. Granules.
What about the first 4 episodes?
The first 4 episodes, it was quite sunny.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't sunny.
What did you do for the first 4 episodes?
This is very good. I had a spray.
Right.
Like, I don't know why you're, like, so obsessed with detail.
So this is the question.
It's so suffocating.
spray,
Be cool, be cool. Go with the wind.
You know,
I went up. Traitors, gravy granules, move on.
If you're ever up for a crime, never talk like this in court.
Yeah. Have you said where the gravy granules came from?
Yeah, a shop.
Oh, weren't you in the middle of nowhere, weren't you, up there?
Yes, but there are shops there.
Oh, this story's getting worse. So you realise you haven't got any stuff, and you go, someone rush out and quickly and get me, sir. We'll get you the stuff you usually... No. Just for no reason whatsoever. Don't rush out and get the stuff I usually use. Get gravy granules just on the off chance it's good. Surely that story works if you happen to have them on you. You're not going out for them.
Everyone stop speaking.
There you go. Look what you're doing now with your hair. Why didn't you just do that on the show instead?
What do you think, Jessica? Does this strike you as true?
Yes. I mean, whatever you think.
If this is true, I will never believe anything anyone says ever again.
What do you think, Mike? Is it true?
I'd love to believe it. I think it's probably untrue, though.
Makes it easy for you, Lee.
It's just all hinges on the one thing. You need to rush out, please, and get me some gravy granules, was the bit where it faltered. And everything else you said.
She's saying it's a lie?
100%.
OK, they quite conclusively think it's a lie. Was it a lie, or were you actually telling the truth?
It is true.
Possession.
Right, there's a box under your desk, John. Would you bring the box up, please?
This is the emergency kit that I keep in my car at all times.
Okay.
Well, not at all times, obviously. It's here.
John, will you take it out of the box and put it on the desk there?
What would have been brilliant then if he'd have took his car out of Can we investigate it?
Yes,
I
want to, yes.
I'd quite like to. I'll be very careful with it. Are you going to bring it back?
Well, yeah.
I'll be careful. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, I've never given another man my box before.
OK.
I have, it's quite
There's
nice.
a mug, spotted mug.
Yeah, well spotted.
Yes, here's options, Belgian chocolate.
Bill, sorry, can you be careful with that? That's his mother's ashes.
Chocolatey ashes.
And here, a little bottle of...
Some red wine?
Can I just say, this is like the most boring version of the Generation Game.
Oh, the best ready, steady cook ever.
It's a sort of a post-nuclear deal or no deal. Right, OK, so take us through why you've got these items.
Well, I'm on the road a lot, and I like food and alcohol. So I make sure I have some in case I have an unexpected overnight stay.
I love how seriously Bill and Frank are studying the product.
This has got a very curious marking on it. It's a circle and a pregnant woman and a line going across it. What's that got to do?
That suggests to me that they don't advise that pregnant women drink.
It's hardly hieroglyphics, Bill, is it?
I tell you what, if I found this in a car, I'd assume it was the flight recorder.
David, time to guess.
I think it's nonsense. So we happy to say it's nonsense?
You're all saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. John, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is true. At home, if I need to remember to do something, I will put my slippers on the wrong feet and won't swap them back until I've done it.
David's team.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we can go straight to an answer.
So, John, was it the truth? Wait a minute.
So you put your slippers on the wrong feet to remind you that you've got something to do?
Yes.
As like a knot in the handkerchief?
Yes, I stopped carrying a handkerchief around the house in sort of the mid-19th century.
I still carry a handkerchief. I won't get it out because, of course, it's encrusted with snot.
Hi, girls.
Can you not just use your phone and put an alarm on or something?
Go spot the generation gap here. Look
I quite often set an alarm on my phone. I've got an alarm set on my phone now to remind me to put the bins out later.
Yeah, but that's kind of different to what Aston's doing. Yours is sort of an early onset tactic, isn't it?
I love the way you leant forward so happy then as well. I set an alarm on mine.
Let's go back to Mr. Cool with his shoes on the wrong feet. What sort of thing would you use it to remind yourself to do?
Well, we have moved house recently, so I very often
Remind
find...
yourself not to go back to the old house.
I'll be unpacking something and I'll think, oh, I'll put that picture up and I'll go up to get a hammer from the hammer room. And then on the way up, I'll see something else that needs doing. I'll think, oh, I'll put that washing away. And then by the time I'm putting the washing away, I've forgotten about the picture.
Paint a picture for the viewers who are wondering what sort of slippers you wear.
They're a sort of blue... They're a sort of corduroy slipper, David, you would like. I mean, they're almost sort of... They look the same. It's just... Sometimes I put them on the wrong way by accident. And I think, what have I got to do? And I think, oh, no, I've just put them on the wrong foot.
What are you thinking, David's team?
What do you think?
I would say it's true.
Yeah, I think it's a good
so
system.
It's so plausible, isn't it?
I'm going to adopt this. I'm thinking of swapping my shoes now to make sure I don't forget about the bins later.
So, John, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
If I ever get stuck on a crossword clue, I phone Tim Henman for help. He hasn't let me down yet.
Right.
I think that's a very cruel lie. He hasn't let me down yet. We all know what that's an allusion to. His repeated letting down of the entire nation. I think tennis is difficult. And I'd just like to say I wouldn't necessarily have won Wimbledon. Obviously, if I'd practiced as much as Tim Henman, I'd bloody well expect to, but nevertheless. Right, so how do you know Tim Henman?
I met Tim Henman when he was promoting a sort of tennis academy thing, and I went and played tennis with him at Wimbledon.
Did you play at Wimbledon?
Yeah, I should say I was right about it. It wasn't just like, oh, Victoria Goran's got to come in and play.
You used to ring up Tim Henman to ask him difficult crossword things?
Yeah.
How did you get round that sensitive issue of going 6 down?
So Tim Henman is particularly good at crosswords?
He's got to be good at something.
Once again, I would say that Tim Henman is relatively good at tennis. So he could almost be a professional.
I'm curious, of all the people you meet in the course of your job, you choose a tennis player of sorts to advise you on crosswords.
He's very into crosswords.
So you're saying at this point, in this clue I can't get, what we need is some of the skills that it takes to, choke during a tie-break.
You're turning against him now, aren't you?
Get your mind on which side of the fence are you on? Yeah. How did the subject of crosswords come up when you were playing
I was doing a crossword while waiting for him. He was doing
to serve, to get one in.
That's
what he kept losing.
I was doing a crossword, and he came in, and it was kind of a bonding thing because he said, I like crosswords, let me have a look.
What do you think, Mackenzie? Do you think it's plausible?
I think it might be plausible, yeah. Cryptic or just regular?
Cryptic. Well, he's not an idiot. You don't bring someone... Oh, yeah, it's got 3 letters, household pet, starts with D.
Cat!
Mackenzie thinks it's plausible. Packham is saying...
I think it's sadly probably true.
Right, so you...
Come on. I don't have to think.
You're saying true? True. OK. So, Victoria...
You think I phoned Tim Henman to ask him the answer to crossword, please? Obviously, that's a lie. For our first Christmas together as husband and wife, David was startled by one of the gifts I got him.
Please, Tim. It wasn't making a noise inside the wrapping paper, was it?
What, a puppy?
Well, I was thinking more of a rabbit. So, I suppose the big question is, what was the present?
It was, you'll like this, Lee, it was some sexy underwear.
Oh, why would I like that?
I'm always telling Victoria how attractive you find me.
Who was to wear the underwear?
It was... I bought... for David to wear.
Look at David's face.
So it's for David. Describe the underwear.
This is very awkward. Describe the... I mean, this genuinely, this is the stuff of nightmare.
Yeah. If it helps in any way, I'm absolutely loving it. All right.
So, David was broadly of the school of... I mean, is this...
This is dreadful.
When men have been single for a long time... They've got their loose cotton boxes. They don't think, oh, I tell you what, I'll have a pair of these snug-fitting trunks.
Can we just... Is that what we're talking about? So we're not talking about straps and things, and we're not talking about restraining bolts and things like that. Nothing like that.
No, I'm just going to say, if at times in the future when I face adversity, I will look back and say, well, at least I'm not going through this.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
This is so much better than dustbins.
So it's Christmas morning. It's your first Christmas together as a married couple. You hand him this package. He opens it. Talk us through the moment of realisation.
He sort of went, oh, it's underpants. And then he realised they were a bit clingy and possibly, in David's mind, somewhat French, you know.
How long did it take before he wore them?
Has he ever worn them?
Oh, yes. From that day forward, that was his new style of choice.
So even as we speak... He sat there now with something clinging to his midriff.
I'm so sorry.
So it wasn't like his main present, there was other stuff?
There was some other stuff.
Can you remember anything else that you've got?
You know, some books and a DVD and...
What were the books?
Well...
The Bible and 50 Shades of Grey.
So, Melvin, what do you make of this?
I'm just excited.
What do we think? Truth or lie?
So, what do you think, Alex?
I can imagine you'd definitely be startled by it, but...
that bit... If David's worn the same pair of pants all of his life until that moment, and I suspect he has...
The same pair
the same type of pants.
I think it's true.
You do?
So, Melvin thinks it's true. Alex?
I hope it's true.
You're going to say that it's true. OK, they think it's true. Victoria, was it true or was it a lie?
It is true.
I once put out a fire using my neighbour's milk.
Lee's team? Is that possible?
Was it a very small fire?
It was, you know, a fire... Say, for example, that desk was on fire. It was about that big. And it wasn't just one neighbour's, it was about 15 neighbours.
15 neighbours? What time of day was this?
In the morning, when the milk came. One of your neighbours were up early enough to bring the milk. It was a Saturday. It's a Saturday, they have a lie-in and you get double milk because of the Sunday, you know.
So what was on fire, please?
It's just on a field, there was, like, some dried grass.
Just a bonfire, then?
Well, no, it just sort of... We just thought, oh, look at that dried grass, let's set it on fire. And, you know, that's what you do when you're 25. I think we were about 8 or 9.
But basically, you're an arsonist. You started the fire...
Yes.
...and then stole some milk in order to put it out, when it could have just burnt out quite happily on its own. There was no need, really, to pour...
Yeah, but at 8, I mean, I've not got this knowledge of fire. I'd seen 3 episodes of London's Burning. I don't know
I'm not sure that adds up, Jason. How long's London Burning been on?
I think you can believe him. He's seen London's Burning.
I'm not sure London's Burning, the programme, was on.
So you're disputing when London's Burning first came onto our screen?
Yes, that's it, yeah.
Right, Jason was born in 1981, so he is alleging that by 1989, London's Burning was already on television. I believe him.
1981, he looks like me uncle.
Anyway, can we get back to the story? How far did you have to go to get the milk?
I was a kid, I didn't measure it. I mean, about...
Give us a rough...
12.5 metres.
About 12.5
metres.
Right. Why did you just get to knock at the door and say, quick, the field's on fire?
Because then that would be admitting that there was a fire, whereas in this instant, the only thing that happened was a milkman got sacked for not delivering milk.
So there was, just to clarify, before we say our decision, you took how many bottles of milk to put out the fire?
15 or so.
15?
15, 10.
Well, I take you back to your earlier answer, which was 15 houses, and on a Saturday they got double milk.
He's very fair-minded. He took 1 pint from each.
So what are you going to say, Lee? What are you going for here?
Oh,
I don't know now.
The whole answer was delivered in such an implausible and frankly guilty-sounding way.
What do you think, Miranda?
I think it's a truth.
Well, Jason, where were you brought up?
Manchester.
Yeah, you see, I was brought up around Manchester, and I can imagine the bit about you saying, all right, let's go in there and set fire to a field. Believable. Yeah. You go, oh, no, that's a bit big. Better put it out with some milk and be good citizens. Yeah. Doesn't really sort of add up.
So what are you gonna plump for?
You're saying the truth.
Truth.
You're saying a lie.
Yeah.
I'll go with Miranda and say we think that's the truth.
You're saying it's the truth. OK, so, Jason, is it the truth?
It is a truth. I once wet myself whilst babysitting a toddler.
Please, T.
When was this?
I reckon I was about 12 or 13.
It's quite young to be babysitting. 12.
Not in the north. A lot of people are parents by that.
I was going to say.
So whose baby was this then? Was it a neighbour's?
It was no, it was like a niece. I think.
Like a niece?
No.
Was it a nephew?
No, it was a niece. No, a cousin. Well, it's hard to It's a niece.
Why didn't you go to the toilet?
Because I heard like a voice upstairs.
Like a voice?
Like a voice, yeah.
Like a niece's voice?
No, it was like a voice of a man, of someone who shouldn't have been up there. Like it's like a voice that I didn't know. Yeah. And I just got scared. I thought it was a ghost.
So you heard this voice and you went to investigate?
It was on the baby monitor. So...
What did the voice say?
It said...
Wed yourself.
Go ahead.
It wasn't an instruction. It was just like a voice.
I'm in the toilet, it's occupied. So what did the voice say?
Well, I can't remember the exact words, but...
Well, you always forget what a ghost says.
Did he speak in English?
Yeah, it was English.
What kind of accent?
Like a northern accent. It wasn't going... Oh... It wasn't doing like a typical ghostly noise. It was just going...
Hey up!
And then did you go upstairs?
I went up and there was nothing there.
And did you ever get to the bottom of what this voice was?
Yeah, I think what had happened was the baby monitor had tuned into one of the neighbours' baby monitors. And I was just listening to someone 3 doors down.
When you realised that you'd had an accident because you were frightened...
Yeah.
Did you then make any attempt to sort of get changed or to dry
No, I still...
up?
Can I say, Sarah, it's a lovely line of inquiry, but can I just go a step further and ask the extent of the spillage? Because... Well, no. There's the full-on There's the deluge. Then there's something that some of the more middle-aged men on the panel might be aware of, which is the sitting and... Oh, not again.
Rob, can I just say you're saying this out loud?
Was it age-related seepage, or did the levee break?
Are you hoping to become... Because there are many products for gentlemen of that age with that problem. Are you hoping to become the face of them?
Only if you're wearing a Brydon will you have real peace of mind.
Rhymes with Brydon.
Yeah, Brydon.
Stay Dryden in a Brydon.
There you go.
Dryden? Dried on.
Yeah.
With a Brydon, you'll be dried on.
It has, it's dried on.
It's dried on.
So you go up, you get to the niece's bedroom, you check on her.
Yeah.
When does the penny drop?
I went up, grabbed the child who was asleep in her cot.
Yeah.
I went out the front door and my...
You actually ran out there?
Yeah, I did.
Screaming what?
I didn't scream, Lee.
What, you wet yourself?
Well...
Don't try and keep dignity with this story. I didn't scream, I just wet my pants.
So my auntie and uncle lived round the corner, so I just went round there.
And what did you say to them?
There's a ghost in the house, so I've got the baby.
And what did they say?
Have you wet your pants?
So what's your team thinking? Harry, does this strike you as the truth?
I'm still back at like a niece, like a nephew.
Yeah. It was unsettling, wasn't it?
A bit, that got me off my feed right there.
So Harry thinks it's a lie, and Sarah says it's...
I kind of think it might be true.
Oh, split decisions,
dear.
I hate them. Who can persuade her the most?
I think Smithers could. Can we make him do a voice,
Oh, God.
please?
That's early.
Yeah.
Round one, person one. I thought at least have the dignity to wait till the second half. Is it truth or a lie? Never mind that, do Smithers.
I swear, all day.
OK, we'll go with Harry and say it's a lie.
Say it's a lie. OK. Jason, truth or lie?
It is true.
Go.
I once had a snog with one of the people here on Would I Lie to You Tonight.
Whoa! One of us 6. Yeah, 6. You...
Hang on a minute, I'm here as well.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, could have been me.
She didn't snog herself.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, God. Oh, my word. I think my poor grasp of mathematics has never been more cruelly exposed.
So one of us 6 people... Why am I saying one of us 6? I know it wasn't me. One of them 5... Was it you?
It's true.
No, I'm Spartacus.
You see, I definitely...
Very awkward if all 6 of us have snogged us.
But she could only remember one.
If it's true, will the person remember, or is it like a drunken thing, or...?
I don't know if they will remember.
This is getting awkward. If this is true, this could be very awkward.
I don't know.
How many years ago?
I think it was in 98, so 15 years ago.
Just a snog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be David at university, isn't it?
Why, did they go to university together?
They're both Cambridge, aren't they?
We did.
Yes.
And were you in the same...
No,
You've got plot thickens.
David is quite a lot younger than me, so...
But were you still hanging around the university?
trying to prey on freshers in Freshers Week. What you haven't said yet, Mel, is you haven't really painted a lovely picture for us of the circumstances, where you were.
Yeah.
Just talk us through that.
It was a works do.
Not me. I've never worked in my life.
It was a works do, and everyone had been working very, very hard. It was a long series, and it was the end of term party.
Stop
end of
looking
series
at me,
party.
Mel.
What was the series?
It was the England rugby team 2000.
Was it a test series?
It was a show back in the late 90s.
Was it Late Lunch?
It was called Late Lunch.
So the show you did Late Lunch, was the person you kissed a guest on the show, or were they a regular on it, or...?
No, we were colleagues.
This is a totally new type of round.
This is
You stop trying to work out whether it's true or not. Just who it
was.
Yeah. Who was it?
Wait, who was it that you kissed? Was it Rob? Please tell me when you kissed him he didn't do that. Who was it that you kissed?
Dermot. It was Dermot.
Dermot?
It was Dermot.
Wow. This is a weird one now, because if it's not true, poor Dermot now has got to answer all these questions.
I don't think you're allowed to question other panellists.
This is
not his card.
No, we're in new territory. This has never happened before.
Rob? My proclamation is thus. You can quiz O'Leary. However, he doesn't have to answer unless he so chooses.
Well, to be fair, that's true with everyone. We're going to be legally required to speak. If you want to make people talk when they don't want to, you have to waterboard them.
I'm happy to waterboard him if you want to...
Mel, what was Dermot doing in this show?
Dermot was the guy responsible for getting the audience in.
Has Dermot said if he remembers this?
Dermot, do you remember this?
That would scupper my team's chance. I can't answer that.
Yeah, that's handy. You mean no? So you were working on...
I was working on London.
What was your position?
I was sort of audience researcher, so...
Oh, that's handy. Just what she just said, yeah? In 1998, were you in a relationship, or was it OK to push you on this?
I'm not sure.
You said at the time, Dermot, that you weren't in a relationship.
Oh, well, he can't have been then.
Yeah.
OK.
So what are you going to say then, Lee? What are you thinking?
That's an interesting one, this, isn't it? What do you think?
It feels
plausible.
Do you think?
It's plausible.
It is plausible.
Definitely plausible.
I just think O'Leary's been too kind of reticent on the details and the facts.
Yeah, but he could be awkward because he doesn't remember, or he remembers very well and he's trying to play for his team.
Gentleman doesn't tell.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Based on O'Leary.
Matt, what are you thinking on this?
I'm not sure. I don't think the dates fit. Lie.
Well, go with lie then.
You're saying it's a lie?
I think it might be true, but I'm going with my team and saying lie.
Mel, it was a wonderful, wonderful tale. Was it true, or were you telling a lie?
Well, Rob, gents, Dermot, I was telling the truth. When I was a child, the only thing that would get me to sleep was my parents reading me the takeaway menu from our local Chinese restaurant, the Flying Chopstick.
David's team.
At what age was this?
I'd say it kicked off at 7 and probably lasted about a year.
Was it read out in any type of accent?
No. Well, my dad...
Would you say any type? There's one specific one. If they read it in a French accent, it'd be nice. This is quite surreal, isn't it? But I'll go with it.
My dad is half Polish, half Lithuanian, so it had a sort of Eastern European tinge.
Could you give us a kind of a little rendition?
So it would be something along the lines of...
This will be interesting.
It'll be something
we'll just separate ourselves from the person doing the routine.
You don't want to be in the clip when it comes on the news, do you?
So Dad would say, for example, black bean with chop suey, something like that. Black bean.
Was your dad the fella from Sesame Street? One pork balls. 2 lovely pork balls.
You know, lychee for the end of the menu.
Lychee, that's the one. I know that. The Flying Chopstick, they just serve a single lychee, don't they?
Lychee. It was a staple. It was the 70s. Things were a little bit sparse then. It was Wilson's, you know, things are hard. I can't remember his speech, but you know the one I mean. Things are terrible.
Wilson's things are hard.
Wilson's things are hard.
Harold Wilson, things are hard.
We've only got lychees. Things are hard. We've only got lychees, guys.
How far into the menu would you drift off?
That's a very good question.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah. My eye would be sort of fully open, like that. A little bit like...
Just one eye open.
One eye open, always looking, always just checking. And then I would say, by the end of the first page, the eye would be down.
So you used to go to sleep half a face at a time?
Can you remember the first time that this happened?
It would have been... I think it was on a Friday night. Mum and Dad would have been entertaining, and I laughed a lot and then fell asleep.
So what do you think, then? David Hay, how is this striking you?
The detail, the fact that she knew straight away what day it was on a Friday night. I don't remember what day it was when you were 7.
Oh, I
can't remember last week. I get punched in the head for a living, but...
But David, they did it a lot. They did it a lot.
Repetition, eh?
Repetition. So I knew the menu back to front because they had to do it so often.
Well, that's just Chinese. It would be that way, no, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Romesh, what are you thinking?
I think it... I don't buy it.
David? Actually, I've got 2 Davids. We'll call you the Haymaker and the Librarian. What are you thinking, David?
Well, I think I don't believe it.
You realise, I like the system you've got there. We're going to call you the Haymaker and the Librarian. So what do you think, David?
I don't think... She's... At the age of 7, I think a 7-year-old child will require a coherent story.
All right, so you're saying it's a lie. Well, let's find out. Mel, truth or lie?
The story was, in fact, a lie!
I developed a word association system to remember people's names, but gave it up when it backfired on me.
David, what was the word association system?
That I developed?
To help remember people's names.
It was...
Jack, you've just got a bit of fluff on you.
Thank you very much.
Keep thinking.
What I do is I attach a quality to someone and then try and relate that quality to the person's name.
So, just for example,
so,
what would that be?
So, Jason Manford, if I think Jason and the Argonauts, and that would perhaps... And then next time I'll see you, I'll think... Argonauts will make me think of Jason.
What's Argonaut like about Jason?
For instance, Jason the Argonauts, I might therefore... J and Argonaut gives me Juggernaut. Right. And you look to me like a lorry driver.
Right.
So, therefore, I would think lorry driver Jason.
And then when you next meet him, you say, "Hi, Yorkie, how are you?"
It has been known to backfire.
Which is where we come to the hilarious backfiring anecdote.
Oh, that was a bad one. Yeah. We met someone on holiday, and his name was Charles. And he wore very big sunglasses, like only a blind person would wear. And so I thought, that's brilliant, Ray Charles, because I remember from the sunglasses, and therefore I will get Charles. And then so next year when we go, I can confidently say, "Hello, Charles." But it didn't work, because 12 months later, and you've slightly forgotten what you'd set up as a system. So he walks in, I go, "Hello, Stevie."
Where did you meet him? Where was it?
On the holiday.
Where was it?
In Holidayville.
Yeah.
Just in Dorset. It was in Dorset.
And what? So you were in a pub. You were in a pub, and he walked over, and you went, "Stevie."
He came out. Yeah, it was the following year, and I saw him again.
Did he live round there?
Where were you sat?
No, he was a fellow holiday maker.
So, and you developed a sort of mild acquaintanceship with a man whose name you could barely remember, but planned to holiday with him again.
No, there was no plan involved, David. We didn't get together and say, "Are you going to be here next year?" "Yes, are you?"
But you obviously thought it was a possibility, because you already had a plan for remembering his name.
I perhaps didn't explain correctly that I'd seen him the previous year at the same place and not known his name.
So now it's 3 years on your...
So for 3 years, you and Charles holidayed with metronomic regularity at the same place in Dorset. You kind of escaped
Well, that's
the man.
not so unusual. People tend to frequent the same place for holiday.
Year 1, you see him, but you don't exchange names. And in year 2, you learn his name.
To clarify this point, year 1, there's no reason why I would know his name, because I hadn't been introduced to him.
No. There's no reason for you to know his name at all.
Year 2, I had forgotten his name, but endeavoured to remember it for the 3rd year.
Right. All right, David. Is that the truth, or is it part of Jack's impish sense of fun and a lie?
I think it's the truth.
Dear, I think it's a lie.
I think it's true. I think I'm going to go for true.
Fine, that's all right.
You know.
You're saying true?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the team decision. OK. Jack D.
It was, true.
Oh, hey.
Very good, well done. Don't believe me.
I had to reprimand my builder after I came home early one day and caught him eating donuts in the bath.
Please, team.
How did you reprimand him?
I said, what do you think you're playing at? What's going on?
Were they the ones with jam in the middle, or the rings?
What, the donuts or the bath?
The donut.
Well, they're a popular brand. They were Krispy Kreme. Other brands are available, but that's what he's eating.
What did he say when you said, what the hell are you playing at?
He said, oh, so I didn't know you were coming home. In mitigation, the bath wasn't filled with water. It actually wasn't even plumbed in yet, but he was lying in it and just taking a bit of a break, having some donuts, having my donut.
Did you offer him biscuits and donuts beforehand, before you left that day?
Certainly not, no. No, because I wanted him to plumb the bath in. And lay on a load of confectionery, he's not going to get on with the work. But anyway, he helped himself anyway. What upset me is he'd gone into the kitchen and helped himself to the...
Are they yours? They hadn't
to the
brought
donuts. No, they were mine. That's exactly
How many
right.
donuts were there?
We bought 36 because...
What are you doing with 36 donuts?
Well, because we were expecting friends round because it's a new house.
And you were having this housewarming, curiously, before the bathroom had been finished.
Yes, I'm concerned about your plumbing.
Yeah, well, you know, the builder...
The first time a woman said that to Jack.
The builder... The loo was done. In fact, one of them wasn't done, but yes.
I'm obsessed with the boldness of taking a whole box to the bathroom. More so than getting in the bath.
Yeah.
I don't care where he's sat.
I agree.
How far would he...
You don't care if a builder was in your house and sat in your empty bath?
Not only after it's been plumbed in does that bother me.
Oh, so an empty bath that's not plumbed in, you don't mind anybody sitting in your empty bath?
Could wee in it for all I care. It's empty. It's not plumbed in. Can I just say, if you're thinking of breaking into my house, that was a joke. Do not urinate in my bath.
I must say I agree with Lee. I think an unplumbed bath is still the builder's province.
Yeah.
Once it's plumbed in, they've signed off on it. Then it's yours. It's your place of washing. Before then, who knows?
So anybody can go and sit in an unplumbed bath?
Not anyone. No, a qualified builder slash donut eater.
Okay, hold on. I want to know if the party still happened, though.
Everyone arrived, didn't they? They didn't know this had happened.
Was this a showbiz event? Because I don't remember getting the invite.
Yeah. Are you in showbiz, are you, Lee?
All right. Come on. There's no need for that, Jack. Lee, what are you thinking?
I don't know, Ramesh, what do you think?
I find your idea of serving donuts at a party unacceptable.
That is unacceptable.
And if I turn up to a party expecting donuts and then they said there are no donuts, you know what I'd say? Well, at least can I just have a hot bath? And you can't even offer that. I think it's a lie.
Gary?
Must be lying.
Both say it's a lie. I'll go with my team and say it's a lie.
Are you saying it's a lie? Jack, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Prince Philip told me I was a funny-looking fellow when I was a ball boy at Wimbledon.
David's team.
What year was this?
Oh, I was about 12 or 13, about 84, maybe? Something like that, ages ago.
How did you get into being a ball boy?
How did I get into it? Well, I just psyched myself up.
Some balls today, yeah!
I love it, man.
Okay. How does the system of selecting ball boys work? And
I was in a tennis
manage?
club in my sort of local village, and I used to play tennis, and there was a lottery thing, and you could go along, and 2 people from every tennis club went along.
Yeah, I thought they were from sort of schools around the Wimbledon area. That's what I thought.
Where were you at school, Jimmy?
The Wimbledon area.
Wow, he's really foxed us there. Yeah.
And you were lined up, all the ball boys and ball girls?
Yeah, it was after the women's final. Everyone's lined up, like hundreds of us.
Which final? Who had played?
It was years ago. It was the Ivan Lendl kind of era.
He's unlikely to make the women's final.
Who was Prince Philip there with?
I think it's the Duke and Duchess of Kent or something. I don't really know the royals that well.
That's the thing, it's usually the Duke and Duchess of Kent that do all the Wimbledon stuff, rather than Prince Philip, who's got more important sporting events to go and be racist at. I don't believe you're a ball by Wimbledon, but I just don't think Prince Philip often turns up to Wimbledon.
He does. He does, actually. He told me I was a fine-looking fellow when I was there, so...
Yeah, well,
that's how I know that,
That's a clincher, then.
Do you have any concept of what particular aspect of your demeanour that he found funny-looking?
I can answer this. In fact, we'll all have a go. We'll start with it. We'll go around like that.
What's funny about my massive head?
Do you think you frightened the prince with your appearance? Is that... he was actually really freaked out? Most polite thing to say.
Do you know what? That joke works if you don't do that. Do you know what? I thought you could never look more like a ventriloquist dummy. Do that again. You cheeky monkey! You go back in the box, eh?
Right, David, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well...
Is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
It could be true because of his face, but... I don't think you're ugly. I just think... No, I'm sorry. I just think that you've got a very unique face. No one will ever forget your...
How am I getting bullied by Jamelia? How did that happen?
So, David, what's your team deciding here?
I think it could be true.
I don't know. I don't trust you. You're a funny-looking fellow.
Yeah, see, that's the crucial detail.
Yeah. I'm edging towards a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Jimmy Carr.
Well, I can tell you, it is a lie.
Whilst test driving a car as a potential present for myself, I crashed it.
Leasy.
OK, what was the car? Like a Tesla. Like a Tesla?
Like it.
Was it a Tesla?
Yes.
Oh, they are like Teslas, aren't they?
What did you crash into?
What would you call it? A gantry? It wasn't like a full crash.
It was a prang.
A prang is exactly
Just a prang.
Oh, OK.
The crash happened in the shopping centre, in the car park. And I'd already completed the test drive, and I quite liked it. And the guy that was with me for the test drive got out of the car. I didn't realise he'd left the back door, the gull wing door, open.
Oh.
And so I drove and took the door off the car.
How much did you have to pay to, like, redo it?
To redoor it? Redoor! We're all happy with the term redoor, are we?
Let me just remind you, Jimmy, he's 15. You're going to look really bad if you slam him.
Christmas!
I'll wear it.
Christmas! I'm only little.
It's only little.
Stop it, you. What was the question?
How much did you have to pay?
Well, so I took the door off the car. The guy that had been doing the test drive with me, obviously his jaw was on the floor. He was, like, a bit shocked.
That'd come off as well, had it? I think it's on a gantry.
So I wound down my window and leaned out and went, I'll take it.
What, in the condition it was in?
No, I'll have a new one, obviously. I'm not an idiot. But I thought I had a moral obligation to buy it. I'd made a mess.
So where was this in the world?
Westfield.
What do you think?
I just don't think Jimmy would ever pay for a car. And also, the idea that Jimmy bought it out of guilt. I'm not sure Jimmy has that emotion.
So, what are we going to say?
What do we think?
I think it's a lie. Yeah, a lie.
I'll go with my team.
They're going to say it's a lie. Jimmy, was it a lie or was it actually true?
Oh, well, I can tell you it was...
True.